According to a meta-analysis by Holt-Lunstad, published in PLOS Medicine, social isolation increases the risk of death by 29%. The researchers said the health risk of loneliness is comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. A study published in The Lancet identified social engagement as one of the 12 modifiable risk factors for dementia. Being socially active in later life helps protect the brain and slows cognitive decline. A Harvard study of adult development, one of the longest studies on human happiness, has repeatedly found that close relationships, more than money or fame, are what keeps people happy and healthy as they age. Hi everyone, it's great to see you again. And if you are new to the channel, my name is Bill Benoist and I'm all about embracing retirement with purpose, passion, and new beginnings. And in today's video, it's going to be a short one, but I want to talk about the importance of community. As you can see, community is not only important for our health, but for our well-being and for our happiness, and it's worth investing in. But I know some of you might not even know exactly where to start, and that's what I wanted to talk about in today's video. Use your passion. What is it that you're passionate about? Because I can guarantee you there is going to be a group of people out there that share your interest. For me, it's photography, and it could have been hiking, it could have been bicycling, it could have been target practice with a bow and arrow. People are going to share your interests, and now it's a matter of how you can find those people. What I did was I used social media. I looked in the groups on Facebook for photography, and I started finding a lot of photography groups. I joined a few of them, just maybe I think 2 or 3 of them, and then the next day I opened up my Facebook account and I had new groups that were essentially targeting me to see if I wanted to join them too. And I would join those. And after a while, I think I must have probably had joined 20 or 25 different photography groups. And it was becoming, I felt like I was almost getting spam because every time I would open up the Facebook account, there was just a line of photography, various groups out there that wanted me to join. Groups that were on black and white, on intentional camera movement, on portraiture, on landscapes, animals, everything. And I started finally thinning those out. And I just now belong to two of those groups. And I got to tell you, they are so fun. They have photo contests. I have started talking with people offline. Now, again, this is virtual, but there's also ways to join these groups that are going to be what I would say in person, a little bit more personal. One of the things that I also did was I started visiting a lot of art galleries, and a lot of these art galleries would have areas, or maybe some of them would be dedicated completely to photographers out there, but a lot of them there'd be paintings and wood sculptures and also maybe a little area of photography. More often than not, the photographer was not going to be at that art gallery that day, but they would always have business cards, and I would grab a business card and I would write them afterwards and would talk about maybe their artwork, and we would have a communication going. One of the things that I found, especially this is true with artists, is that they love to talk. They love to talk about their work. And I started creating relationships that way. And one of the things that resulted was that I was invited to join some of their local groups that I had no idea even existed out there. And I was able to meet these photographers in person. I'll give you an example. I did a video on Pep Ventosa in the upper right-hand corner. Check this out. I met him at an art fair in San Francisco. One of my most favorite photographers for many years. I didn't even know he lived in the Bay Area. I thought he lived over in Barcelona. I met through social media another friend of mine who I now communicate with quite a bit. Her name is Emma Wright. Check out this video. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be photography. There are so many different options out there. And you can find these, like I say, in social media. You can find them on meetup.com, even LinkedIn. Go to LinkedIn and look and search in the groups there. Yeah, I used to joke about this during the days that I was doing career-related videos. I would bring up LinkedIn, I would type in yoga or meditation, and there would be groups there. Trust me, you're going to find not only, groups on maybe skin diving or scuba diving or whatever. There is going to be something where others share your interest. Again, it's just so important that you have these social networks out there. Remember, it's like if isolation is like smoking 15 cigarettes a day, it's not going to help you live very long. So there you have it. I hope you found this video informative and useful. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell notification. I do upload new videos every week, and I'd hate for you to miss one. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Take care.